2014 is almost over and is coming to an end, and we're almost in 2015. I thought I'd show you some of my favorite books that I read over the course of this year. Because it was 2014, I chose 14 books and I'm going to show them to you now. These are in no particular order, they're not sorted by genre or by how much I like them, they're just 14 books I really liked in 2014. I hope you enjoyed this video. So the first book has actually been a reread for me. I read this back in January and it was The Two Pearls of Wisdom by Alison Goodman. This is also called Ian and I've talked about this book a lot. This book is synonymous for both this one and the sequel, so, you know, include that here as well. I just didn't want to show it because I needed that other spot. But the series is fantastic and this book is so good, and if you haven't read it yet, then you're totally missing out. Snow Like Ashes is another book I really loved this year. This just came out this fall and it is so good and just like, oh my god, it does all the things right that a lot of other YA books do wrong, and so, you know, totally check it out if you like fantasy. In the vein of fantasy, Saga is also so fantastic. This is again synonymous for this entire series because I have read volumes 1 to 3 so far and I'm eagerly awaiting volume 4, but I just love it so much. It is so good. It's a little bit graphic. It's a graphic novel. So this is definitely not a children's book, but it is just so freaking good and oh my god, I love it. Next is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. In this case, unfortunately, I only really loved the book 1. I kind of liked book 2 and book 3 was the worst book, just like so bad. I just hated every single second of it and all the decisions that were made. It were just, oh my god, I raged about it before, so I'm not gonna do it again, don't you worry. But book 1 is actually really fantastic and I really love this book this year. I still wouldn't recommend you read it because it just goes downhill from there and it's not worth getting your heart in there and then just being torn to pieces in book 3. You don't want that, believe me. I'm not really someone who automatically loves overhyped books, but I do definitely love this one. Kiss of Deception by, what's her name, Mary E. Pearson. Oh my god, I really adored this book. I'm thinking of rereading it soon because even though now I know the plot twist and I kinda already guessed it when I was reading it, I just liked it so much and oh my god, why is there not a sequel already? I want 5 books in the series a year, maybe not that many, but you know what I mean. This book is fantastic, just so good, and it totally deserves the hype. So yeah, love this book this year. In keeping with overhyped books, I also really liked Fangirl by Rowell. This was the first book by Rainbow that I'd ever read. It was kind of a bully read because certain people made me read it, but it was fantastic and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed this more than I thought I would, but it is really good, and it's, if you like contemporary lovey romance things with a really to die for male protagonist. Totally read this book. Totally do it because it's freaking awesome. On the train of contemporary, I know I said I wasn't gonna group these, but I accidentally, involuntarily did. Fat Cat by Robin Brand. This book is a very unknown book that I just randomly picked because it sounded cool and I loved it so much. This is such a positive, like, body positive message about self-confidence and believing in yourself and loving yourself and knowing your worth no matter your appearance, and I just oh my god, this book is so good. It's also really funny and just, oh my god, so good. Look, this book, read it because it totally deserves your attention, okay? Another book series that I completely include here with just mentioning this one, The Archive by Victoria Schwab. I know there's only book 2 out, and I've read that one and loved it just as much. And where's book 3? Because The Archive is fantastic. Really good world building, really good everything. I did a review on this, and I'll link it down below. I think I did it on The Archived and The Unbound, so you can hear all my thoughts comprised and condensed together in that one video. Oh, I love this so much. I think this is also an overhyped book, but I also really loved it. We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. Dude, such a mindfuck, such a, like, you are constantly thinking, I know what's happening, no I don't, do I know what's, I don't know, do I know what's happening? Oh my gosh, it's really freaking cool, and I really enjoyed this, and it's a really short read, and shh, don't tell anybody what it's about, you're not supposed to say anything. So I'm not doing that. You can read it for yourself. Oh, this is so heavy I can barely lift it. But Dreams of Gods and Monsters by Lainey Taylor, the long-awaited finale to the Daughter of Smoke and Bones sequence. Oh my lord. This book was so good. I loved it. I thought it was a really good ending, even though it was kind of like, yeah, maybe not quite, but it wasn't too happy ending and it wasn't too like depressing, so it was like the nice middle ground, which I think is always good to go with, so I really like this. Next is Knots and Crosses by Malorie Blackman, again including also Knife Edge, which is the only other book of this series so far that I've read. I own book 3 and 4 and I really want to read it. I really do. I'm like, I'm gonna do it. Gonna do it. This series is fantastic. I just love every single second of it. I think it is really well written. It's just gripping and dark and makes you think a lot about the point of everything, and it's just really awesome. And I originally read this for the YALC Literary Convention in London this summer, and it was just, it's so good. Like, oh my god, Malorie Blackman is a fantastic author and you should totally check her books out, most especially, that's not a thing, but most especially, now it's a thing, Knots and Crosses, because it's awesome. A little bit of a wild card that is probably not going to be expected in this favorites video, but a book that I just loved for everything that it was. Horns by Joe Hill. Dude, there's a movie coming out. Is it out already? I don't know, I haven't seen it yet, but I want to. My god, this book. So good, and it's just, oh my god, I loved it. I loved that it was mysterious and weird and creepy, and it was just so well thought out, and just, oh my god, I loved it. We're already at book 12, so the year is almost over, and I actually read this book twice this year because I loved it that much. I finished it for the second time last night. Super good. The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black. I gave this away for a giveaway I did this summer, and I was actually signed. This copy unfortunately isn't signed, so you're really lucky. You have a better version than I do. But this is just so good. I mean, oh my god, if you like standalone books that just shine in all their own deserving glory, you are going to love this book. It just, it's just so perfect. There's just like, I don't even know words. I can't speak words because this book is really fantastic. Really, really genuinely good. And for the grand finale, the book everyone who knows me has probably been waiting for this entire video because I've mentioned it too many times. But there is no such thing as mentioning this book too many times. The book I've talked of as my favorite new book ever that was ever written in the entire history of humankind ever. Stolen Songbird by Danielle L. Jensen. I did a review on this. Of course I did. Oh my god, I would be stupid not to take 10 minutes out of my life to rave about it. Link is down below. I also read this twice this year, and it was just so fantastical. Oh my god, so good. Like, everything about this book is perfect. Imagine the perfect YA book that does none of the stupid things that other books unfortunately tend to do way too many times. Imagine this book as perfection. Fantasy and romance and everything, and storyline and everything drawn together in a mass tangle of amazingness that's just so good, so good to read. And I read this twice in the span of 3 months because I loved it so much with all of my heart and soul and other parts of myself. There's just so, my god. I'm gonna stop now, but this book is really fantastic. Anyway, you guys, so that's it for my top 14 books of 2014. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope what you're gonna do now is go and get yourself every single one of these books because they're super good. Have a lovely New Year's Eve. Guten Rutsch ins neue Jahr. I love all of you. Bye! Hi guys! So if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that last year around Christmas time I did a video called My Bookish Wish List, where I just told you all the books I really want to get and wish for Christmas presents, potential Christmas presents. So I thought I'd do the same thing this year. So here are some of the books that I really want to get my hands on now, like right now.